Just as fire refines gold, so temptation reveals the depth of faith. Can you feel the weight of this? It changes how we see spiritual warfare. The devil is not an equal rival locked in battle with God. He is a chained adversary allowed to rage only within limits, his leash held tightly by the Almighty. This is why in the Ethiopian tradition, Lucifer's fall is less about his defeat and more about his exposure. He is revealed for what he is: pride, rebellion, accusation, but still used as an unwilling tool to separate the true from the false. In some Ethiopian texts, Lucifer is not primarily called the fallen. He is called the tester. His existence is not simply explained as punishment for rebellion, but as a divine allowance that reveals what is hidden in the human heart. He becomes the mirror in which our loyalty to God is displayed. If this version is true, then evil is not just the chaos of rebellion, it is also the stage upon which human faith is proven. If Lucifer's role is not only to fall but to test, then every trial you face, every temptation you endure, every whisper of doubt is not merely random. It is permitted as part of a cosmic drama that purifies the faithful, like fire purifies metal. Do you see why Rome feared this version? It removes fear as a weapon of control. If the devil is not the unchecked ruler of hell, but a chained tester under heaven's watch, then Christians cannot be manipulated by terror. Instead, they are called to courage, endurance, and trust. And an empowered people is far harder to dominate. Ethiopia preserved this dangerous truth while the West buried it under the simpler myth of a devil cast down once and for all. But the Ethiopians refused to erase what they had received. Their scriptures dared to say what others silenced, that Lucifer's role was not finished, and that his presence reveals not just the reality of evil, but the greater sovereignty of God. So ask yourself, what does it mean if Lucifer is not merely the fallen, but the tester? What if his so-called fall was not the end of his story, but the beginning of a trial for humanity? And if that is true, then the most important question is no longer, did Lucifer fall? The question is, what will you do when the tester comes for you? Chapter 5. The Cosmic Courtroom. Picture the universe, not as an empty expanse of stars, but as a vast courtroom, a throne at the center, angels gathered like witnesses, and humanity standing on trial. This is how the Ethiopian texts describe reality, not as chaos, not as random chance, but as a holy court, where every action is weighed, every word is recorded, every heart is tested. In this cosmic courtroom, Lucifer does not vanish at the beginning of the story. He is not hurled into a dungeon cut off forever from heaven's presence. Instead, he appears in the role of a prosecutor. Like the figure in the book of Job, he walks into the assembly of the sons of God, and when the Almighty asks, "Where have you come from?" he replies, "From roaming the earth and walking up and down in it." He enters not as a